And welcome back. Well, I would tell you that on this episode of Piper Dog, everything just goes swimmingly great and fantastic and all the rest of it. But this would tell you otherwise. Now, I thought I had a puncture. I was sure I had a puncture. Well, first and foremost, where is it? There it is. The valve stem halfway down was loose, so it was losing air there. So I tightened that up, and it's still losing air. So as you can see, there's some battle scars on this old tire. It's probably been on there for a good while, as you can tell by the cracking. Well, you can't really tell right now because it's coated in snow, because I just did some panel moving and some bale moving, getting ready to move some animals around. But that's not it. See if you can tell where the air's coming from. Oh, you're getting close. Oh, you're getting close. Yeah. Somewhere in there. Weirdly, all of these bolts are tight. They've all been tight for a long time. Then there's this. What in the ever-loving gosh is that? What manner of silly person did that? No, it wasn't me. Like, what's the point? Like, it's not the right size. It's not the right bolt. It's not the right grade. It's not even tight. What? Why? So yeah, I'm gonna take the wheel off, roll it into the workshop, because it might not be terribly cold, but it's not pleasant. Yeah, it's like -7 or something. But standing in the snow is not my idea of fun. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna take the rim off, roll it inside, and then probably try and remove the rim plate, because it seems like the air is coming out somewhere inside that tunnel. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, let's get on. Going for a nice drive on a Monday afternoon. So yeah, it's cracked underneath the rim loops. So they need to take the tire off to weld from the inside, not the outside, because there's no way to get to it from the outside. So back to Jody's with another job. And we're back. So yeah, in the last clip you saw just what was inside that rim. That somebody had welded the ever-loving crap out of all of those mounting points. So just yet another piece into the chapter of this tractor has had a hard life. I'm just going to check this one. None of them seem loose, but I'm putting money on the fact that this has been apart, and those plates have been re-welded, because there is signs of repair work on the back rims of this tractor also. I'm thinking, what are you doing to your tractor when you're blowing the rims out of it? It's a 95 horse tractor. What are you doing to it? Anyway, so there were just small cracks, hairline cracks around the welds. So we put a tube in it. Said we could weld it. You'll just be having cracks again in about a year or so. So best thing to do is order up a heavier duty hoop for this rim. Yeah, they're about $200 or $300, so better than dicking around with this, but this will keep us going for the new. Oh yeah, and replace that grade 8 bolt with a proper. As you can see, that's all of the grades bolt. Let's get her chirked up, get back to work. Thanks again to Jody's Welding and Repair. Woo-hoo! Sounds a little bit better during the winter. Let it rip. So the cattle yanga begins. So this is sort of a, shouldn't happen too many more times, trying to get caught up with the herd. This lot to that pen there. Once they're there, bed this one up, put bales in it, and then move the first time calvers into here, minus Jury, the bull, because he will end up going there. Let's see how this goes. Isn't that right, Allie? Oh yeah, for everyone to know, Allie loves the bottle now. As you can see, she is looking for me, but still quite skittish. But when she sees that bottle, she's putty, aren't you? Look at you, you're torn. Air conditioning. So yeah, every second day we process some bales out on the field here. And if you want to see what's the point, look at all that poop. All that glorious organic fertilizer. So we're trying to put it out where it'll best serve the field better. So this side of the field is lighter land. So kind of head over here to any like high spots where it's like pure sand. Yeah. I'll bring you back when you get the first bale of hoops. And there you go. Yeah, put another row. So that's the kind of crappier second cut. The one that was like raked 3 times. And then the stuff they're having right now is third cut, which is like super good. So it kind of balances out. Yeah, they're not hard done by, these cows, I'll tell you. So yeah, that's where we started. It's kind of obvious anyway, but yeah, I kind of angled down and a little bit of feed rail there, so this is where we're at. And hopefully to get it done today, because it's supposed to be 7 degrees today, 25th of November, and it's happy 90th birthday to my Aunt May back in Scotland, and happy 29th birthday to my Aunt Janice in Verdon. That's that's right, 29 or 32. We don't know which one it is. So yeah, there's the first time calvers successfully moved over into their new home. And the cull cows with baby at foot are over there. And I figured I hadn't done an update. You guys might need a bail today. Hadn't done an update on our little Allie, our little miracle baby. Just a minute. I'll let you know how. Allie! Allie Bally! I'll just wait for the noise. You figure. There you go. That's her. Wee Allie Bally B. So yeah, this is the cull cows with calf. This is their new home. A bit more room for the babies, and plus we're needing to get, here, you want your bottle? There we go. So yeah, wee Allie Bally B, she's gets a bottle once a day. She's eating plenty of, we alternate between that second cut hay and the oat bale, so that way they're getting a bit of grain too. So yeah, she's not hurting, as you can see. So yeah, and also another big birthday today. The Right Honourable Sir Billy Connolly. He is 80 today. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, those of you who don't know who Billy Connolly is, Google him on YouTube and prepare to have your sides hurt. Some of you might recognize him from some ding dong TV show he did in the, I think it was the 80s or the 90s. Some American sitcom set in a school or something. But no, he's a big time comedian from Scotland, aye. So yeah, gonna finish getting her. She's almost drained the bottle already. I'm gonna unwrap these bales, that way these guys are ready to come in and get their bales. And then hopefully we're gonna get set up to pull the babies. It's gonna be done within the next week anyway. So there's that. And then back to getting that finished. And then this is one of the next projects. This wall here, it's pretty messed up. Are you done? Yeah, she's done. Sorry, no more. So yeah, you think it needs fixed? Yeah, I was hoping to have this done by the time these guys moved in, but a little bit too much on the go. So yeah, I'm going to try and reuse that bit of wall there for the end. So the bulls will go back in here. Just got to finish off that end. This is to do. Yeah. Okay. Days of wasting. So what are you doing, Piper Doug? Are you processing animals today? Well, no, I'm not, actually. Today, because I've said it's +7, trying to get a bunch of stuff done, but there is a short job, it won't take very long, that I need to remember to do now while it's warm, because I don't want to get caught out with this when it's like -20, if it is that temperature when we're processing the calves, is to grease this thing. There's a lot of grease nipples on these. Most people don't realize, just on the head gate alone, there's 10. And then you have the squeeze, both sides of the palpation cage. Then you have the gates. Then you have the alleyway, it squeezes up. And then you have the crowding tub. And there's 2 gates in the crowding tub. They're all to grease. So yeah. Good time to do it. Take 15 minutes, go along, clean all the grease nipples up, grease them up, work all the all the joints back and fitted. And like I said, you'll be glad you did. It's kind of like checking all your water troughs before it frees up. You'll be glad you did. Okay, let's get on. So from that point there is what we've added on. You know, you and me. So, the one thing left to do, apart from put the top locks on, you can see that board there. Stops the board from going all wangly. But I don't need to worry about that like right away. It will get done this winter. Is the bit of collateral damage. The boards, my lumber package is arriving, as far as I know, on Tuesday, which would be nice because I'd like to put at least these 6x6s in, because that way I could finish this wall, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about putting in a big panel in here for the bulls. If I could put the posts in, I could build this wall and be done. Mostly, but I think I'll probably end up just putting a panel in here. Like that one's too small, but or that one there, like those ones, the big oil filled pipe ones, they would reach. Oh, they would reach across here. Plus, they're a lot more stable and stronger. These ones here are quite movable. So yeah, the plan is to eventually get rid of these cables, because we've had issues with these cables. What I want to do is get a bunch of that continuous fence, which is kind of like sucker rod, except a little bit lighter built, but you weld it on or clamp it on with bolts and brackets. Anyway, job at hand. You take this apart and rebuild it. So I'm just gonna do it the easy way, because it's not a pleasant day. It is supposed to be like -1 or 0 or 2 or something, but it feels like -10. So I'm just gonna do it the easy way. Abracadabra. Yeah, that showed up too. Oh, well, it's good enough for government work. The bottom rail was completely gooned. It's it there. Top one, that part looks awful, but the rest of it was pretty good. At some point this is all going to get rebuilt, depending on what we do, whether we continue the pen over right as far as the yard and take that back road out, or just make this out of that continuous metal rail. So the top lock is still to go on, but I'm thinking that wall is going to get completely taken apart, because that wall is getting removed, because this shelter will be here, and then all these boards, because I use the old boards as top locks. So one will go there and the rest will go over here. So that's good enough. As it gets darker, it gets colder, and these ladies want in. So yeah, they pull that panel and then they all go in, and then we shut them in. This is us training them for weaning day. So best go do that. And yeah, it kind of looks like an apocalypse zone here. I love my truck. Weird funny thing is, I've had 2 people try and buy this truck off me since I put it back in the road. Well, it is in particularly good shape, considering it's got 440,000 kilometers on it. But I look after my baby. Big dog. Anyway, let's go let these in. I will finish up this video, fire it up, and we'll see you all in the next vidya. Tatty bye for now.